my screen. Okay, right. So let us load our data. So today we'll see the logical functions: if, nested if, true, false, not, or, in, and, if error. And nested if means if inside if, so that it's complicated and cumbersome if you give three more ifs in a loop. So to solve that problem, switch is introduced. Okay. So tomorrow I'll tell the switch. Today I will tell all these things. Okay. So let us start with these things. Then we'll go to if and nested if. Okay. Then how to solve nested if with the switch tomorrow I'll tell. Okay. So let's start with true now. So I loaded data. Let us take a table. Okay, let's say subcategory. Where is my subcategory and sales? Okay, let me increase the size. Okay, so so here some of the sales, right? Some of the sales, accessories, appliance, and all there. So I will write a tax. If the sum of the sales is greater than 20,000, okay, then I want to print it as a true. If not, I want to print it as a false. Okay. So let us use a if condition for this. Go to home, model tools, and measure. Right. So let's see if sum of the sales. Okay. Less than 20,000. Then what is the result if true? Result true condition is true. Okay. Else I want to print it as a false. Okay. So let's see this. Okay, understood. So wherever it is less than 20,000, it will be printed as true, and wherever it is greater than 20,000, it will be printed as a false. Okay. So here is less than 20,000 true, less than 20,000 true. Okay, and remaining all greater than 20,000, that's why is all false. Okay. So in the true and false functions, we can use wherever you want as a output. Okay. So here we covered if as well as true and false. Three are covered. If I told, right, yesterday also I told. So if means this
Yes,
is
sir.
a logical
Even and all.
this is a logical expression. If this is true, what output you want to give, that will be here. And if it is a false, what output you want to give, that you have to place here. Understood? So this is a
Yes,
logical
sir.
expression. This is true. I want to print it as a true. Otherwise, I want to print it as a false. Okay. So that is if, and true and false also we covered, right?
Yes, sir.
Same thing you can do for 1 lakh also you can do. Okay, let us do 1 lakh. Let us see output. See this and all. Okay. So this is less than 1 lakh, right? Again, true. This is these and all less than 1 lakh. That's why these are all true. Okay. If it is greater than 1 lakh, then it is false. Okay. So next we'll go to the next one. True, false, and not. Okay. So if you give the not, what happens? Negation will get. whatever the measure will, if you give a not to the measure, so whatever output this measure is giving, the negation means opposite result you will get. Okay. So I am writing a measure here, which I will tell not of my earlier measure. My earlier measure is there, right? So this I will give. Okay. So whatever false is there, it will become true, and true is there, it will become false. Not means negation. Okay. So whatever output is there, it will negate that output. So here we have written a DAX measure, we have written a DAX measure. If the sales are less than 1 lakh, then true. Okay. And greater than 1 lakh, false. Now negation means whatever less than 1 lakh, it will be false. And whatever greater than 1 lakh, it will be true. Right? Let's see the output. Okay. So here, give the output. See, it's a negation. Right, Shavalya? Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
So wherever false is there, true, and true is there, false, false is there, true, and true is there, false, okay, and false, true, true, false, okay, right? So this is
Yes, sir.
called negation, not function, okay? Then we'll go to the next one, or in and. So or means we'll take a simple table, then I will explain what is or and all, okay? So let's take a enter data. So I'll take some numbers here. 3, 5, 8, 11, 14, okay, 16, 17, okay, 19, and 20. Okay, this is my table. So using or and we'll write some logics. Okay, we close this. Okay. Okay, so I have a table here. So what I will do, using the or logic, I will write one measure. Okay, so remove the sum of the numbers, then I will get all numbers. So I want to use or, and I will write a logic that if a number is less than 10 or even number, okay, then valid. Okay, I will write a DAX here, test here. Number less than 10 and even. Then I want to print as a valid. Okay, sorry, here this is number less than 10, not and add. Okay, less than 10 or even, then I want to print as a valid, then valid. Okay, else invalid. Right, Chevalia? The number is 10 or even, number 10 less than 10 or even, then I want to print the output as a valid, else invalid. Okay, so let us see this. So less than 10 means this is less than 10 and even I am telling, right? So this is less than 10, this is less than 10 or even. So here I will get valid, right? Less than 10 or even. Okay. Here I will get invalid because it is greater than 10. Here I will get invalid because it is greater than 10 or even, right? So here I will get valid, right? Less than 10 or even. So this is even. So I will get valid. So this I will get false because it is not less than
Invalid.
10, not even. So this is false. Okay. This I will get invalid. This is also I will get invalid. And this I will get valid. because it is a even number. Okay,
Yes, sir.
understood. So let us write a logic for that. Let's go to the measure. Okay, so I will write a measure. This is R. Okay, if number, I am in the order, so I want to go to table so that I can get that column name here. Okay, so I am writing a measure or, okay, any name you can give for
Okay.
easy representation. I am taking giving like this measure underscore or. If number, okay, where is my number? Okay, so here in this case, as I told, measure is not recognizing, we have to give the aggregation. So we'll go for calculated column. Okay, so calculated column or, okay, so if number, right, equal to less than 10, here I'll give the condition or. Okay, or it's a even number. Even number means, you know, right? Mod, yesterday I gave mod
Yes, sir.
number. Okay. Here like this we should not use R. Okay. So we have to give R in the beginning. This representation is wrong. So we are getting underlines and red bars. So we have to give the R here. Or in the beginning we have to give R. Okay. And then we have to give comma here. Okay. Right, or logical 1, logical 2. This is logic 1 less than 10 and logical 2 is mod number, right, mod number 2 equal to 0, right, Shaivalya? So that it will
Yes,
be
sir.
become even
Yeah.
number less than 10 or even number. Then I
Yes,
want
sir.
to print it as a valid, otherwise invalid,
Oh,
right? Understood? So or always you have to give or and bracket the parameters you have to give two logicals. Or will take two logical things. So one logical is less than 10, other logical is whether number is even or odd, it is checking. So whether number is even, it is checking. Okay. So less than 10 or even, then I want to print it as a valid. If it is failing, then I am print it as a invalid, right? Then
yes,
take
sir.
this and give here. Yeah. So these are all valid because first one is valid because it is less than 10. Okay. So or will work like if any logic is true, then output is true. No need to any logic or true. Any logic or two logics are true, then output will be true. If two are failed means output will be false. Okay. So
Okay.
here less than 10 is true. That's why it is valid. Less than 10, this is true. That's why it is valid. Here less than 10 and even number. Both are true. That's why it is valid. Okay. Or to be success, then one logic should be true or two logics should be true. Then or will be true. Okay. If or to be failed, then both logic should be false. Right. So here
Yes,
it
sir.
is invalid because it is not less than 10 and not even number. Both are failed. That's why invalid. So here valid because first one is failed. It is not less than 10, but second one is passed. This is passed. That's why it is valid. Okay. And this is also
Okay.
even number valid. First one is failed, second one is passed. That's why it is valid. This is invalid because both are failed. It is not less than 10, not even number. This is also not less than 10, not even number. And this is passed because it is a
Even number.
even number. That's why it is passed. Any logic is passed, then it is passed. If both logic are failed, then it is failed. Okay, that is our condition. Okay. Similarly, we will go for AND condition. AND is also same thing. Okay. So AND means
Okay, sir.
both conditions should pass. Then output will be pass. Both conditions should be true. Then output should be true. Will be true, right? So I'll use a column here. Then I'll paste the same logic here, and I will use AND here, column name, and here I will use AND. Okay. So here what I am telling Shaivalya, so I want to check the both conditions. Less than, it should be less than 10 as well as even number. Then only it is valid.
Even. Two options should be valid. Yes, sir.
Both options should be true, then only output should be true. So what will be the output? Can you tell? 3 means what output will get? It is, if any one of is failed, then it is failed. If any one
Invalid.
of this is failed, then it is failed. So it is
Yes,
less
sir.
than 10
Invalid.
pass, but it is not even number. So both is not true. One is failed means it is failed. So we will get invalid. So this is also will get invalid because first
Invalid.
one is passed, the second one is failed. So any one of is failed, then it is failed, right?
It is
And
valid.
third one what will get?
Valid.
Yeah, because it is less than 10 as well as even number. That's why it is valid. And these are
Yes, sir.
all failed because these are all greater
Invalid.
than 10. That's why it is failed. So all these will get invalid. Okay, let us see the output. Right, only one is passed because both conditions are passed for 8, which is less than 10 as well as even number. That's why it is passed. Remaining all failed. Right?
Yes, sir.
Understood? So that is AND condition. Okay. Then we'll go to the next one. Or and in. Okay, in also. So to explain in, we have to use a function called calculated function. Calculate function, which is a bit complex. For time being, just you see that how in is working. Don't concentrate on calculate. Okay. So let us see the output here. Okay, I will take again the table here.
Sir, two
Okay.
minutes. I'm getting an office call. Can we hold for 2 minutes, sir?
What happened?
Can we hold for 2 minutes, sir? I'm getting a call from office.
Okay, okay, no problem.
In 2 minutes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, you can start.
Yeah, so in function we'll take here from orders, we take subcategory, okay. Then I will take sales, okay. Then I will take, okay, okay. So I will use a calculate function to explain the in, okay. For that we have to take a measure, okay. So measure in, okay. So calculate expression. So calculate sum of the sales. Okay. Sum of the sales. So filters we can give. For filter, so in we'll use for filtering. Okay. Okay. So filter like accessories subcategory in. So which subcategory I want? I want okay, accessories, right? Comma art, comma binders. So in function is it will take only these things and it will give some of the sales and it will give the output. Understood? Calculate function what it will do. So in means in will be used for filtering. Okay. So you want to take only specific values in a column, then you can use in. Okay. So I don't want all subcategories. I want only three subcategories: accessories, art, and binders. So these three subcategories I want, and I want to take the output by using the calculate function. I want to sum of the sales. For filter, I am using in to take only values of accessories, art, and binders. Okay. So let us see the output. So for this, I will use one card here, right? So measure in. So this is my output. So if you calculate these things, you will come to know. Okay. Let me open a Galaxy. So 167, 380. Okay. Plus R 27, 118. Plus binders 203, 412. So this is the output, right? So in
Yes,
means,
sir.
so in is used to take the specific values
Fil-
from the column. So whatever specific values you want, you can filter from the using the in. Okay. So it will calculate
Okay.
only those values and it will give the output. So this is also we'll use in our regular work. This is also very useful function. Okay. So specific values, if you want to select from a column, then you have to use in for filtering. Okay. So that is in. Next is if error. Okay. So if error is nothing but this is error handling. So for example, error is going to happen, then how you handle that? Before error is happening, you can give some other output in place of error. That is called error handling. Okay. So let us see that. If error, let's say if error, okay, value. For example, if value divided by, okay, 0 I will give. Let's say 25 by 0. Then this throws error, right? It's a divided by zeros. That's why it will throw the error. right? So to how to handle the error, we want to specify a value here. If error comes, what you want to give the output, that is called error handling. So here I will tell that divide by 0, divide by 0 I will specify. Okay, right? So
Yes, sir.
if this is valid, then it will give that output. Otherwise, it will give the divided by 0. For example, if I give here valid function 25 by 5, then it will work. It will give the output. Okay, because there is no error. Let's see the output here. If error, so this is 5, right?
Yes, sir.
Because there is no error. If I give the error, what happens? It will handle that error, whatever you have given output, that output variable, that parameter will come now. Okay.
Divide by 0. Yes, sir.
So this is called error handling. In the sometimes in Power BI calculations, you don't want to give the outputs of errors. Okay. You have to replace with some sentence. Then it is useful. This is called error handling. Okay. So it won't stop your work. For example, in calculations, you got some divided by 0 and your formula is not working, throwing error and this entire thing is stopped, then your work will get stopped. To avoid that, you can handle that error and give some printout and go ahead. So here I am given divided by 0. Understood?
Yes, sir. Correct. Yes, sir.
And if it is a valid, then it will give the valid output. So for example, if I give 25 by 5, then it is valid. That's why it will give the valid output.
Right.
Okay. So that is called error handling in Power BI DAX. Okay. So this is our if error. Then we'll go to the nested if. Okay. If inside if, right? If inside if I have a function here, let's see where is my nested if. I will see. Okay, this is my nested if. So it's a big function like this. So I am using a calculated column for age. Okay, age table, age I will take. Okay, column, and if age is 27, greater than 27 and 28 less than 28, then I want to print like this. Let me, where is this? Okay, nested ifs, yeah. Okay, so let us take a age column, then I will explain this how it will work. Understood?
Okay, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. So age column, let us take age column. So 19, okay, 24, 35, 48, 59, 65, 72, and 85. Okay. So this is my, I will tell age table something. Okay. Okay. This is my age table. So age table is having these values. These are the values. So I want to segregate these ages. Okay. Let me go here and open this. Okay. So what I am doing here, if age is greater than 17 and age is less than 28, then 18 to 27 I want to print. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if condition I am doing. Okay, and condition I am doing. That means if age is greater
Mm.
than 17 and age is less than 28, both conditions passed means this is passed. Then it will print
Yes, sir.
this one. For false condition, if it is not meeting these two conditions, it will fail, right?
Yes, sir.
Then I am giving else condition, I am giving one more if. That is the complicated here. That is the complicated thing here. Okay. For else condition, for false condition, I am giving one more if. Okay. Then if it is
Okay.
passed here, this is passed, this will be get printed. If it is failed, again one more if I am giving. This is called if inside if. It's called nested if. Okay. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So I will explain. Okay.
No, sir, I have an idea, sir, regarding if, else, if, and nested if.
You have idea, right?
Yeah, yes, sir. See, basic we used to have, no, sir, in mechanical for first year. I have an
Hmm.
idea.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
okay. So this is, if you see this if from where it is working, this is the whole if.
Yes,
Okay. In whole if, this is what is the true condition? This is the true condition. For whole if, main if, okay, first if, let us say it is a first if. So this is the true condition, 18 to 27, and false condition is this if. This is a false for entire if, main if. Okay. In this false condition, again one true is there and one false is there here. Again one more if. See red brackets you can observe. Okay. And this is true means for this if this is true means this is true. And this is false means one more if. And for this if is this is the true. And false is this if. And for this if is this is true and this is false. Understood? So this is
yes,
very
sir.
complicated. Here I explained, see, if age is between 18 and 27, then it will give the output 18 to 27, else it will go to the one more if. Okay. And the age is 28 to 35, then it will give the output 28 to 35, else one more if it will take. Understood? And age is 36 to 43, then it will print 36 43, otherwise one more if it will take. If inside if means that is the meaning. Okay. Finally, age is greater than 50 means it will take 50 plus it will print, otherwise it will print 18 less than 18 because nothing is mentioned, nothing is met. That means age is less than 18 only, right? Where we are considering starting from greater than 17 and it is failing means that means it is less than 18. Understood?
Yes, sir.
So for that, let us use this in a calculated column and see the output here. Calculated column. Okay, let's say age bucket. I will give it a name age bucket. Okay, so here I'll remove this. Okay. So here you can see the brackets. It will show here also. Okay. So this is a main if. Inside this one more if is there, this one. Inside this one more if is there, this one. Inside this one more if is there, this one. Okay. Let us see the output. Yeah. You got it correctly, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
that is nested if. So whatever is final if, see, greater than 50 means 50 plus it will print. Okay. Whatever is less than 17, less than 18, it will print 18. If nothing is met, then it will print less than 18, but less than 18 is not there in our input. That's why it's not printing less than 18. All are above
Yes,
18.
sir.
That's why it's taking the outputs, whatever it is given, it is printing that. Okay. So this is bit complicated to understand. We have to write the brackets. Okay, right? You have to
Yes, sir.
brackets. You should not miss any bracket, and you have to understand the inside if inside it, if and also it's very complicated. To solve this problem, switch is introduced in the DAX. Okay, this switch.
Okay, sir.
So it will be very simple to handle this situation. So tomorrow I will tell the switch. Okay.
Okay, okay, sir.
So till now you practice and let me know any doubts are there. Okay. All these things you have to practice. Otherwise you will get forget. Okay. So yesterday class
Okay.
you practiced, right?
Yes, sir. A bit of it. Only few I did there. First two.
Okay. You practice, other will get forget because DAX you have to practice daily.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Then see you tomorrow. Bye.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Bye.